Boom, baby, boom. What's going on? What's happening? Everybody all right? How we doing? Everybody had a good weekend so far? Doing okay? Ready to get it started this week? Wanted to hop on right quick, do a little live stream with everybody before the week gets started. Hop in the chat and say hello. What's up? There's Country Panther in the house. RDM, Mike Mullins. What's up, big dog? Kelly in the house. Hello, Miss Naya. How are you? Hello, Shelly. What's going on? The hammer in. Kentish boom, baby. Omar, how are you, my friend? Hello. Dusty in the house. Juan. The hammer got to get some vacation money this week. What's going on? What's up? Vader in the house. What's up, Vader Stock? How are you, brother? Flying Fish. Tom. Peter. Matt Man. Good evening. What's going on? Man, thanks for hopping in. Y'all hit the like button for me. This one's public. If you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go on and hit that subscribe button with the notification bell while you're in here. We'll hit a few charts, get a little general overlook what's going on. What's up, Christopher Walker? Debbie in the house. Yep. So if anybody took Josh's Ondo the other day, we talked about this. I just got out. Around 19-20% win right there. It was a nice runner. If anybody got that, I am out of it. It is holding this channel pretty nice. If this begins to break out of this channel, I'll give it another look. Not so sure it's going to. I mean, it's really rejecting perfectly right now on this descending channel. But this is a bullish channel. Most of the time these break upwards. So I got out of it, took nice profits, and here's the 1 hour on that. This is how Josh told everybody the other day when he took this position. When the 1 hour got oversold, that would be his exit. Did you see that? Here's your oversold marker. Here's where I sold, right there. Really nice play. Picture perfect. Great entry. Great exit. That's all we need. 20%, I'll take it all day, every day, especially on a nice bag. I had a nice bag on that one. So if anybody's still holding that, be careful. I'm not sure how much it's got left in the tank. The daily, it's bullish looking, I'll say. Got that cross up back here. It was a nice cross up on the daily. We got to get some more RSI pushing though, for sure. Let me get the comments over here. SoFi trying to rip. Somebody says most everyone is back. I'm up 45%. Trent is. Vader, did you close the Discord? I don't see it anymore. Oh yeah. Hopefully you're doing all right, Vader. Good to see you, man. I'll pull up SERV for you, Mike. Don't really have a particular target yet. I'm just watching the overall trend play out with this cup and handle. Still intact. I'd like to get over this $12 area here. This is what we got to get over ultimately, Mike. Pushing a level at a time. Looks like it caught nice on the bottom of this shelf. $10 area. It was a good entry. We really need to clear I'd like to start getting over 12, man, and pushing up. I like the MACD on the daily. Flattened out nice. And we ever so just got across on the RSI. See that? I ain't gonna say it's super bullish, but it is looking all right to me. I mean, it gave the cross. So if the MACD, which, you know, this RSI on TradingView precedes the MACD, anytime you get across on this RSI, especially let's do a 1 hour here. The MACD comes and follows soon after. Here was your cross up right here. Here was your cross up on the MACD. See? So we just got to cross up on the RSI. This is still early. I'm only in about 20% of my position. I'm going to scale. I would love to get over 1330, close a candle up there. I would probably add some up in that area if I could get a daily candle or even a 4-hour candle to close up here, somewhere over 1350, somewhere in the neighborhood. Because there's not much keeping us, if we get over this level, from having another good spike. I like the layout. I like the cup and handle. It's looking good to me. I'm still running with a stop loss on it, just like anything. Anybody that took APLD with me the other day, had a few times you could have took profits. I want to say I got us in around 960, up to just over 11 couple times. Not a bad move. It's another one where I really want to get over this level and start closing 1050 and get some closing over it. So we'll see how it goes. Looking back at the daily here again, it's got a little more room down. It's just drifting down a little bit, but it seems like structure's holding it. So we shall see, brother. We shall see. I don't want to lose these. I don't want to lose these shelves down here at 977, 975. This was my entry. Still holding it. I got a stop loss at break even. I'm waiting for the bigger move, but 950, 960 up to 11 has been a decent move, and I've just been doing shares. I didn't do options on this. Apple, yeah, we can hit Apple, man. Looks like. So hopefully, if I get APLD to start, I almost went a little heavier the other day on this, but I'd like to get a 1 hour candle over that. this was all pre-market stuff, so wasn't really impressed with it. Over 1070, if we can get something over 1070 to close, I think it'll get a little bit of gas in the tank. 4 hour really needs to bump up. We'll see. I got it on watch still. Been decent profits so far if you wanted to take quick profits. Not a bad little move. Somebody said Apple. What's up, Matt Ream? How you doing, brother? Apple. And everything looks like it's up in the overnight session right now. Google's up. SPY's up. AMD gapped up. Amazon, baby. Woo! I ain't gonna say I told you so, but I caught this back here the other day. Look at that. 211 was nice. I think I called it in here, somewhere in here. This has been a nice move. This has been a really nice move with Amazon. And I want to say Josh said possibly 228. He may have said 224 and then 228 if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. I think I've got calls for this Friday. All right, let me get Apple for us. It's the daily on Apple. Little neutral. I notice Apple. Let me look here. Google has now retaken the 200 EMA on the daily. You notice that? It and Amazon both ripped the other day at the end of the day. Amazon back over the 200-day moving average. I really like the look of Amazon. Looky there. I told everybody this last week. We were getting ready to cross up. Here we are, crossed up. Now, when I go look at, let's see here. I'm pretty sure AMD. Yep, AMD is retaking the 200. Meta. Yep. Let's do like the Apple. Apple has not. You guys notice that? So there's some things on this chart that are a little neutral to me. Not, for one, the RSI is just, you can see it is coiling up here. Price action is compressing, looking for a breakout, I guess you would say. 6 hour. I'm not crazy about it. Not crazy about it. It's all right, but very neutral. Got to get over. Really needs to get over the 200. And then 212.80 would be a nice comeback for Apple. RSI is neutral. MACD. Yeah, that's a weekly look on Apple. Weekly looks like it's about to cross up, so we'll see. We might be getting ready for a move here on Apple. I will say, if we go back here and look at this level here, this is an important level, guys. Look at this level on the weekly. All right, check that out. Right here. Right here. Right here, it respected it. This is a good level, man. 198 area. Can't lose that. Can't lose that. Things get bad when we start losing that. Here's back to 2022. A lot of volume here. This I look for this to hold here, to be honest with you. This could be a decent spot for apples. Josh, got anything going on Apple right now? Anybody chime in? Anyone else getting a bad echo? I believe it's okay, Matt. If you are watching on just make sure when you click on a video that you hit that link. Like there's my channel. Click this link, let it take you out to YouTube. Don't push this play button. This right here runs it through Discord, and then you end up with an echo and lag and all that stuff. Click this link, make sure it takes you out of Discord and into YouTube, okay? Hopefully that helps. Where did my comments go? Right there. Anyone else getting a bad echo? Good for Sunday night. On Josh's go to alerts and non-scalps, how do you and he normally play them? Like options, what date and strike? The hammer, I'll look here in a second. Yep, that's what it was, Matt. Any thoughts on circle for the week? I can look at circle here in a second. Hammer says 204 up on Apple. Over 204, is that what you're saying? I could see that. Yep, I can see that. Entry above 204 must hold. 198, 213 first up target. Yeah. It's gotta clear over all this junk here. Take it back down to the daily. You can see we're on top of that shelf. Hopefully it'll stay. Hopefully it'll stay and hold this and then reclaim this 200-day moving average. That would be bullish for Apple. It needs it bad. This RSI is not breaking out. It's not breaking out. Not whatsoever. Okay. What's up, Gup? Gup. What's going on? KJ, on the 1 hour, I mean, I start paying attention at 70. If it's got momentum, I'll hold some. I held that Ondo up in past 70 some on the 1 hour. Guppy, no, not really. I've done a couple charts. We looked at Apple a little bit here and looked at SERV and APLD, a couple swings I've had going on. That's about it, man. We've just noticed that Apple's kind of lagging behind a lot of stuff. Everything else has retook the 200-day moving average. Apple is struggling to get there. Somebody said circle. I've never charted circle. Is this it? Is this it, guys? Circle Internet Group? What's up, Matster? So here's Circle. First time checking out your channel, thanks to my cousin Boo. Cool, Pamela. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're just going over a few charts here, getting Sunday night prep a little bit. So I've not kept up with Circle other than I've heard a bunch of people talking about it. So I guess this is a new IPO. Let's check her out here. Okay. I feel you, Guppy. Circle got you. Well, we need to get it back. Bring it full circle. Ba-dum, psh. Okay. I don't know if anybody got that bounce on SPY I called the other day. That was a good one. That was a good one. I'll show you here in just a second where it was. I dare say Circle. Is it trading overnight? Yeah. And it popped. It popped on that off of 175. Well, you got 175. And then 146 down here. $165. 175. 165. 146. There's your support levels. Definitely don't want to lose this 145 level or whatever you want to call it. I guess 144 basically. Off those lows back there. If you lose that, you're coming down, brother. So how does Circle, little spread on Circle contracts, huh? Okay. Yep, I've never traded it. I probably ain't gonna start, but I've never traded it. Looks like it got on a heater for a few days though. No doubt. It'll probably pop tomorrow. Right here's 197.75 resistance. Yeah, 197.75 resistance on Circle. Get over that. Could get back up 225. I like that. 222, 225 area. So maybe not a bad. You might get a pop tomorrow because this got so oversold. It was quick. So it may pop tomorrow, come up, retest this resistance before coming on down. 4 hour looks like straight up poop. Pardon my French, but it's cutting through the zero line right now on the MACD. Just have to wait and see. It's so early, you're right, there's not much to chart on here. So hopefully that helps you on Circle. Now, was there, let me catch the comments up, guys. It's volatile, Hawk said. You got that bounce, Guppy? Good. What's up, Randy? How you doing, brother? Mr. T, SoFi is on fire. Hello, Emmy. How are you? Yep, I can look at SoFi. I don't, for some reason, I have trouble charting SoFi, man. Looked this the other day and I was like, what? I just couldn't see it. Definitely in breakout mode. That could be, golly. Well, whoever got this when Josh alerted it, you should be very happy. Should be very happy. It's 2025. 2024. Wow. Been a while since it's been up here. Looks like it's going to come on up to this $18 range. Let's get the whole thing. Man. It's hot, man. I ain't going to say it's done, but it's, I've seen, you can look back here and see the last time it got real overbought like this was back here, October 24 last year. And that's on the daily. You can see price just kept climbing. Kept on climbing. That was a huge run. It's in breakout mode, man. Just be careful that you're take profits on the way up. It is getting over this last big chunk of volume back here. It's almost over it. I would almost suspect just a big blow off on SoFi. Wouldn't surprise me a bit at this point. Last time, I would say 1850 up here is your, well, there's your previous highs at 1820. So what's it doing? It gapped up to 1775 in the overnight session. You're coming into previous highs, so be careful, be prepared. I think it's got some juice in it, man, for sure. There's the 2-day. Where's the weekly? Weekly. Nice cross up. I hope some people made some money on this, man. It was a great call. Great call out. Okay. God. Got some support back at 16. This thing has blown up though, guys. There you go. I'd be watching for it to hold 17. Not much to hold it up there though. I mean, it's very bullish still, in my opinion. Maybe come back, test 17, and then moving on. Okay. What's up, Raj Deep? On SoFi, Mike? That's what you're talking about? Nice. Okay, if I missed anything. Supposed to be on Friday with Josh ended up holding them all day, man. I feel you, Mr. T. ENPH and LULU. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Lulu's interesting, huh? Oversold on the daily. Check that out. This ain't a bad look here, man. How's options on this gut? You looked at these any? A little bit of a spread, not too bad. Let's check this out. Ooh. I may grab, you're welcome, Matster. I may grab some shares on this. Let's look at the January calls. Golly. What about... I'm not great with leaps, man. These are expensive. These are expensive. 31 for the 240s. I guess you could go on out some, but I may consult with Josh on it. Has he brought this play up any? Or has he just been talking about it? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna be looking into him. Yeah, one set up to buy first thing in the morning. Let me find it. Which one you looking at, Gup? Yeah, Matthew. I'll look at Ava and Kato's here in just a second. You can let. Oh. Trying to get out, girl? Those January ones, I mean, it's July's about to start now, so sorry for the background noise, guys. What is she doing? You push that door for me, bud. I'm live. Yeah. Thank you, pal. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look. Gup, you let me know what you got, man. I'm interested in Lulu. Yeah, I'm interested in Lulu. I mean, at bottom dollar, I bet we come back and test the top of this this range right here, like 275. That's a good move. I mean, shit, I ain't greedy. Pardon my French. Sorry, guys. That's definitely respect. I mean, it's respecting this level. We go to let me get a weekly. This pivot, this lows down here. It's 2017. I like it, man. I like that. I like that level right there. See the bottom of that shelf right there, guys? Pretty close back here. Last time it was respecting 226.20, 220 area. I mean, it could come on down some more if it wants to, but on the daily, it hit that. It hit oversold. Looks like this RSI has crossed up. MACD's going to cross. Bet your bottom sweet little bippy on it is going to. I think I'll grab shares on this in my big account, but I may get a leap on this a few months out, possibly December. I mean, possibly January. What'd you go with, Gut? You got July 237.50s. Easy, girl. July 11th. Let's see what these are. For anybody that's on Weeble, you know, I teach and trade over here on Turbo all the time. But when you go looking for, this is not the place to find your longer dated options. You need to come up here to the top left and pull up your options chain. When you do that, you can choose how many to display. So we can list them all. We can list 50. You know, I'll pick all. And you can see they're divided in the money, out of the money. So, you know, Gup's got these. I guess what these are, man. Oh my God. What? You're not going outside. Hang on, guys. Sorry. 237.50. So these are 535, 580 in between there. Not much open interest on these. These January ones. It's high dollar though, man. Let's look at the September. September 300s. 380. Okay. I'll be looking at these some. Appreciate that. I like the chart. I do like the chart. Now, you don't have to time and glass. You don't have to go out that far. I'm just looking around. If this thing gets above, you know, it's took June to July to fall. I could see 2 months, because if it took back off, you might go 3 months. If it took back off and got over 330, you'd have a chance at 380, I bet. I'd bet on that. It looks like it's about to ready for a turn up though, for sure. Made a few lower highs down through here. It's time. I like that. Good spot on Josh, I guess. Can you check SUI? Yeah, I'll try to look at SUI right fast. There was a couple other ones, AVA and Katos. Let's see here. Avista Corporation. I'm not too interested in that. A lot of structure through here to get through. I think it just came off its lows a little bit for a pop and got denied at the 200. It could not retake the 200 when it come back up to it this past time. RSI's fallen a little bit, so I'm not crazy about that one. I would want, this is so close to the 200-day moving average. If you could get a candle to start getting over it and maybe close over it, that could change. And then you could maybe look for a run back up into here at 41, but it's not a lot of, not crazy about that one. KTOS. Boom, look at there at that thing. Golly. Looky there at that cup and handle. See if that'll pick it up. Looks like it to me. You had that pullback right in here. Pretty close. Hella daily. Looks like this thing's going to go a little more, man. What's KTOS? KTOS. Yeah, it gapped up overnight. Need to clear. Need to stay over 47 at this point. Over 47, 44.50. Some support at 44.50. And then 43.75. Okay. Looks like there's a little more gas in the tank to me. RSI is trying to move on up a little more. I don't mind that for a little bit more, but it's ran a lot, man. So if you're in it, be careful. KTOS. Oh, that's a defense company. I see. Okay, somebody said SUI. I got a few more minutes. I got to roll. What option you take on? Okay, Guppy, I'll let you know. What is this vertical or sideways indicator in brown? That's the volume profile, Jacob. Matthew, I'm sorry. Did I do the wrong one? AVAV. I'm sorry, brother. AeroVironment. Is this it? Oh, wow. Well, my friend, I would say that's hot, man. Yeah. It's the little tardy to the party, man. To be chat, if you're not already in it. Here was your you can see pretty easily here. Down here was some nice accumulation. This thing just retraced all the way back down here. Get it on the daily here for you. Had a heck of a gap up right here. From 202 to 223. I think it's blew its top off here already, I believe I'd be letting it cool down for a pullback. I think is what I would do. And here's 2 weeks ago. Here's you some support on the 1 hour. Makes sense. 272 area. Maybe 271. More support at 264. Maybe 262. I like that. You just have to ride momentum on this. Now, if this thing you lose 260, it's obviously gonna crash and burn. And it's been running hot. So I would watch like the 1 hour on the MACD if you're looking to re-enter this, that it's able to just keep on coming down here around the 0 line and making its way back up over top of the signal line. See if you get another move up on a 1 hour. That would be, just be riding momentum, brother, on this one, because it's already had some amazing moves. Okay, what's up, Burris County? How you doing? Somebody said 350 target. Daggone. Smooth operator. All right. EMPN Guppy. EMPN. Then I'll do Sui. You sure that's it, Guppy? Did you type it wrong? EMP. Or is that? No. You talking about Inphase? ENPH. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully that's what you're talking about, Gup. Justin, the one from Saturday? Yep. Go to Discord. And go to this first thing here. You see Stocks with Josh. Announcements, free chat. It's down here called Welcome to the Discord. Right there's the link. Yep, we'll never take it down. There you go, brother. And then it's also on my YouTube channel. If you just go over, you can scroll back. Last week I did about the same video. So, yeah, Inphase. Wow, man. Huh. Oh, wow. How we missed this? Man, this thing could get nice. This thing could get nice. Yeah, I'll add this too. It needs some momentum though, man. RSI's not breaking out. Look at this RSI back here since November. Really struggling to get above 53. Really struggling. So, got to get over 48 right here. Yeah, this, if you notice, man, the MACD is just, it's coming up for air a little bit and then dipping lower. Coming up for air, dipping lower. This thing's in a downtrend for sure. It's definitely got room up. So it could be a decent entry. It's also not really breaking out over this shelf. So I'll add an alert. 43 and 48. Where's my alert lines? Why is it not giving me my alerts? Huh. Doesn't seem right. Sure not. Something's not right. Supposed to be putting lines on there for me. I don't know. Okay, there's Inphase. Let's get... I got you, Guppy. No problem. Yeah, Nike... You know, Josh had a heck of a play the other day on Nike. I ain't saying this move's completely over, but man, it's got a lot to get through, and you just got overbought on the RSI on the daily. I don't know if there's much more gas in this tank. Really got to get over 82. 82 could push us back to 95. And it can do it. It can definitely do it. But it needs to cool off some. And it's getting overbought right now on the daily. We'll see. Somebody wanted Sui. I've been pretty accurate with Sui. I may have to. It is not allowing me to set my alerts. Hang on a second. There it goes. Had to reset. So I want to go back to ENPH. See if it took my alerts or not. Nope, it didn't. Now, what was that other one we looked at? LULU. Okay, got a few set on LULU. Let's do SUI. For anybody wanting SUI, this has been a pretty easy spot. Okay. See what the master says here. Perfect bounce right here. 230 off this volume shelf. Sui's got room back to 320. You got a cross on the daily down here. It's neutral right now. If you wanted this, you needed it down here. One of my last levels. I think I gave this level down here too, if I ain't mistaken. Yep, I'm quite sure I did. This was a killer level right here, man. I mean, that one's... $170 area. Been a nice hop. It's respected this, but the daily... Gotta get this daily RSI kicking. It ain't there yet. What's the daily again? To cross over the 200, it's in a descending channel. Got to break up out of this. Get broke up out of this over the 200. It can go test the top of this shelf at 380, but I would have wanted to catch support down here though on it. I'm not buying in the middle. That's no man's land right there. So resistance right now at 290. Definitely. There you go. Right here. 290 resistance. This thing could get rejected here on the daily, come back down and test this shelf again, and continue in the channel. Yep. On the right hand side. Yeah, Raj Deep. So if I want to add a price alert, you see this little plus icon comes up over here on the price when I'm going up and down. So let's say I want to put one on the bottom of this shelf here, around 220. When I go over and highlight it, push the plus, it's going to ask you add alert on SUI at 220. You can add alerts on the EMAs. You can add alerts different ways. I usually just do it on the price, and then I've got it. You can change the colors of your alerts if you right click on one. It's usually a white line dotted. You can make them I got mine as pink right now. Okay. Here you go, brother. Play out with some Layla Deshawn. Okay. 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 Let's do somebody said Palantir. $122.60, man. Maybe 119. Can be safe. There's your daily cross down. RSI loses 50. It'll bleed on down to this. You got a little support. How's it doing right now? Yeah, it popped a little overnight, but it's about time for a pullback, man. This thing's been on a heater. I'd look for 119.40. And then honestly, it could come back to the 80s. I don't know that they'll let it. It's probably just going to bleed down, get some more new momentum before coming up. Too strong. I don't think they'll let it go. I don't think they'll let it go down too much. But I could be wrong. We'll play the charts. 106. $118.80. 106 and 118.80. Pretty good supports. If we do swing low, makes perfect sense to me. 117 it could come, but I like it. That's what I like on it. It's got a ways to go before it would interact with the 200. It's been on a heater, man. Been on a heater. You can maybe consider short under 117 or under 120 area. You might could consider some puts. If that helps. Hopefully that helps you. All right, my friends. What we got now? What we got? Tesla and Marvel. Okay, Tesla. Thank you, Jessica. Guys, remember if you're interested that you would like to support me, you know I'm on here for you all the time. You can hit the description in this video. You're going to get my link for the Discord in there. That greatly supports me. That keeps me here every day with you. You can let yours run out and cancel and resub with mine if you want to. I really appreciate that. There are a lot of people that do that already, and I thank you so very much. I really do. That's why I'm always, when people email me and text message me and everything else, I reply. And if you need me, I'm here. So if you consider doing that, I would greatly appreciate it. There's also tip jars in there if you feel inclined. No pressure at all. I know times ain't easy. And if you're looking for Webull TradingView, those links are in there. Justin, hit me up, brother. I am booking in August now. I'm booking in August. And I mentioned the other day about I'll be doing a 10-person Webull class coming up. It filled up today. I will go ahead and start doing 10 more people, and it's just going to be for Webull TradingView setup and some charting. It's going to be a 2-hour class. I'm going to do it on a Saturday morning. The first 10 people have already signed up. If you're interested just in that, we're not going to cover a big old bunch of stuff. It's not a one-on-one. It's a small group, but I can do 10. I think I can do 10 and still have good interaction. So if that's all you're interested in, just getting the tools set up, maybe some basic charting, let me know if you email me. The email's in the description, spy.lordscalps@gmail.com. You can email me, and if you do, just tell me your time zone and tell me, Mike, I want the Webull class. That's all you got to say. I'll add you to the second list. All right. Here's Tesla. Tesla came back in to this upper shelf, right? And so far it's denied. A lot of consolidation in this range right here. It's a decent shelf. It's holding, but it's barely holding on. It's holding on the bottom of it. Now, the daily, and I'm not read up on Tesla like Josh is. I don't keep up with the fundamentals as well, what's going on with the company and all that stuff. I don't. But the technicals have flipped a little bearish at the moment. We're still on top of the zero line on the MACD, but we are angled down. You had one nice little rip the other day, and it couldn't hold it. So now the RSI crossed down. MACD tried to do a cross up, fake out, back to the downside. So I would be watching this to penetrate the zero line. You can set an alert on the MACD, add alert on MACD right there at 0.15. So it hits that signal line. I will know when it gets through the zero line. Tesla is we could get a pullback all the way back to 200, no doubt about it, if it loses this upper shelf at 314. Okay. Thanks, Justin. Drew, we did Palantir already. I think, didn't I? Yeah, I did Palantir already. Yeah, Ondo, on the 1 hour, I think, is where I saw the inverse head and shoulders. Like right here, and right there. Okay. You're at the bottom of this big shelf. If you see that, that's why you're in trouble here. That's why I sold my position. I ain't saying it ain't going to run. It can still run. I don't know. This could just be a pullback and a bounce. On the daily, man, come on. It's not It's not overly bullish yet, you know. Very neutral on the RSI. We're just trying, it's pointing up on the MACD, but it's very neutral on the RSI, okay? Okay. Now, this made perfect sense for a bounce, where Josh hit it out on a bounce. Previous support, previous lows. It was an inverse head and shoulders on the 1 hour. But this also made good sense for me when I see that volume shelves above me. We were coming into resistance, descending line of resistance, and volume resistance. It's resistance. I want to buy support and sell resistance, right? So that's what I did. I took my 20%. I'm done. If it got over 85, we could look good again. Okay. And there was Clove. Oh yeah, Marvel. I'm sorry. Marvel. Oh yeah. Man, Marvel ain't looking bad. Marvel's not looking bad, man. I like this. That's the weekly. Look at that weekly cross up on the MACD and the RSI. I like it. This could be a good buy. I like it. SPY moving back up. Yeah, SPY is man. Yeah, man. I like it. 617 in the overnight session. I like Marvel. Let's look at the 1 hour. Oh yeah. Man, I've been listening to I got a vehicle the other day. Hadn't had one. First vehicle I've ever bought, a new vehicle. And it's got Sirius XM on it. It's got all these different channels, man. 90s on there. I popped on, it had Will Smith on there. DJ Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith, man. I got their songs, some of them songs stuck in my head. I don't know if any of y'all are old enough to remember that. The Fresh Prince. All right, here we go. Here's the past few weeks. Good support down here between 75 and 73. It's hanging on a line up here. It's hanging on one shelf up here around the 77 area. What's it doing overnight? Does it trade overnight? Yeah, gapped up to 79. So it's actually up here now. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Yeah. Looks strong to me. May come back and retest this area here. 74. Back down to 73.50 area, somewhere in that neighborhood. Watch and make sure that the daily stays over the 200 EMA. Kind of a line in the sand there. And then we'll change this to 50-day. All right, well above the 50. Be nice if that 50 come on up and crossed over the 200. So, yep. I like Marvel right here, man. $74. Up here around 81 for some resistance. Got a little gap up here at 84, 83.40. Not looking bad. Okay. All right. Summertime. Yeah, man, summertime. And then I heard that Miami song, man. I can't get it out of my head. So, somebody said, yeah, red candle on Friday for Marvel. Yeah, it could pull on back, like I said. BBAI and somebody says, Clove. Somebody's asked for Clove several times. Clove. Oh, man. Let's get this pivot low in here. $250 needs to hold. $250 needs to hold, buddy. Looking a little weak, but I think if it comes back down here and retests 250 or 240 area, you might get a bounce. It's bounced before right there. So I would look to see if you get a bounce around there, 240. Got a lot of resistance above you, though. Here's a weekly. Not much to chart on the weekly, but yeah. 690 would be resistance, big resistance, and then $5 resistance. There you go. 490, something like that. Excuse me. Okay. Weekly's pointing down, looking pretty weak. So, yeah, this thing can bleed on down some more. I would see how it interacts with the 240 area. Maybe even 215. See what it does there, okay? Well, your oscillators are pointing down, Michael. You're just below 40 on the weekly. Wouldn't surprise me for this thing to come all the way down to 30 and test some bigger support down. I mean, you got a lot of support down here. And I can look at a smaller time frame for you. Yeah, 270. So 15. I mean, it's been selling off pretty hard. 1 hour. I mean, the 1 hour can't get over the 50-day moving average still. It's a little bearish, man. When the dailies, I mean, it could hold this and consolidate. Could do that. But that would be 270 area would probably be my 270 and 245. I'll be looking at that, at those levels there, okay? Google. Last one. This thing ripped the other day. I have to go back and say I was wrong. I told somebody last week I was watching these patterns. Now, this held I thought we were going to break down out of it. You have that, that one, and this. So I'm kind of, watching this bad boy. I've been day trading Google quite a bit. It got explosive the other day. If you'll look right off the bottom of my channel, looked like it wanted to come out down here, but that's what they do, fake you out. 177.20. Yeah. About 177 for support. Down to 72. So it's not ready to break down yet. I kind of thought it was. I don't care to admit when I'm wrong. So here's, look at that thing, man. Got that cross up on the daily on the RSI. Look what this MACD is getting ready to do, y'all. I would say Google over 180 could get a daggone good blow off top up here. Somewhere in that neighborhood there. 180, 180.50. Get the MACD to cross up. We be saying boom, baby. Now you singing summertime, Deshaun. That's it. That's it. Summer, summer, summertime. Summer, summertime. Oh, man. Sound. Somebody said sound hound. It's looking for a breakout move. It's deciding. So the daily is just ever. Look at the 50 and the 200 day right there together. Yeah, it's coiling up, waiting for a move. It's just sitting right here on the 200. It's respecting it some on the daily. But you can see how look how flat the RSI is. It can't pull away from the signal line. When these lines are interacting with each other, there's price action is not moving away. You need the RSI line to move away from the signal line. Same with the MACD. That's when you see price action start to move. So it's coiling up, ready for a move, man. One way or the other, very neutral. Sound has gapped up to right at $10 in the overnight. So it's just right in here, same place. Yep. I would say getting over 1020 and holding would be bullish. Then 1180 area. Okay. All right, my friends. The daily does look like it just crossed up on the MACD, so you want that blue line to fire on through the zero line. I'll put an alert. There we go. So if the MACD makes it through the zero line, then I'll get alerted on sound, okay? All right, my friends. I've enjoyed hanging out. How do we set up the RSI so it looks like you're one with the green shaded in areas, Trent? I think it just does it naturally once it gets overbought. Yeah. HIM's local support 42, man. I can't look anymore, y'all. Thank you, Time and Glass. Thanks, Dale. How you doing, buddy? How do you decide how far to measure back with my fixed range? Thanks, Hawk. Well, I want to look at price action that's above me and below me. If I'm in a heavy fall or a heavy rise, then I'm going to look at a pivot low or a pivot high. And it becomes up to you what you want to measure So like, let's see, HIMS. HIMS trying to curl up, man. It's trying. I don't know. Trying to curl up. It could get a pop up into here around 56, 57. And then I'd want to see what it does. This is decent support here. 40.70. You're at 49 now. Yeah. I'd watch $40 level to hold on HIMS. Jahan, thank you. So yeah, on the RSI, anytime this gets overbought or oversold, just normally it shades in green for overbought or shades in red for oversold. If I right click and I do settings, no, that's not it. You got to go to RSI and settings, and then go to style, and then here's your overbought and oversold gradient. Okay, so if I wanted this to shade in white up there, I guess you could change it. I don't know. I don't know how to. It doesn't really want to shade in differently when I change the colors. Oversold red is normal. You can shade it a little bit differently. There's yellow. That's how you get to it. Get your settings icon up here. Anytime you want to blow one of these panes up, just the bottom pane or the RSI pane or anything like that, double click and then double click back. It'll take you back to the normal view. I love blowing the RSI up or the MACD up and really seeing if it's got a crossover or anything. Okay. All right, my friends, it is bedtime. I love you. I appreciate the heck out of you. I did give this SPY bounce the other day, if anybody caught that with me. And it was a heck of a bounce. If we go back and check our just wanted you to see something right fast. Why did it bounce? Anybody see that? When we started selling off hard, right? Look, 610.80. I had 611.80 or something on my radar and then changed over to 611. This, when you get this right here, man, this was money. This was money. It bounced on this volume shelf right here. It didn't have to bounce there, but I knew it was going to interact with it some. So I took a position down here around 611, and that was a monster move. That was a monster move. Yep, that's all the time I got, guys. I can. There you go, brother. Fine fish. Microsoft. This is last week. It needs to hold this upper shelf. 495.50. 489 under that. Man, it's on a heater, huh? You're entering into overbought territory. It's been overbought. Look at that. But it's been staying overbought. It can get up here and stay overbought, and look at all the price action. Just keeps on keeping on. There you go. Man, what a move. What a move. Look at that gap. You ever get back down here and lose 425, it's in trouble. I will just set one here around 426. Let me set an alert. This bad boy gets down here one day and wants to take a down day. Look at that gap down. It'd be gone. Now, this strong looking right now. It's just staying hot. Where's the weekly? Look at this weekly, man. It's probably time for a pullback, guys. Look at this thing on the weekly at 70. It's insane. There you go. There's got the Banzo Signal 1 cost. There you go, Rajdeep, my dog. All right, my friends. I love you. If you can support, I really appreciate it, man. You can use my link to upgrade or cancel your membership, resubscribe with mine. That helps me tremendously. Tip jar's in there. Weeble is in there. TradingView is in there. Email for Coach is in there. These are just brief overviews, trying to find a few levels for you guys, looking at stuff and spending time with you, because I like spending time with you. And, yeah, unfortunately, Deshaun, my guitars are out in my rehearsal room, man, or I would play Layla for you, buddy. I'll get one in here and hang it on the wall, brother. All right. Peace. I love y'all. I really do love you. I enjoy hanging out. All right, my friends. Get some rest. I'll see you bright and squirrely in the morning. God bless. See you, boys.